Hey guys, it's Janice at Ozark Family Homestead, and you're gonna have to excuse my voice. I'm trying to fight this croaky whatever I've got going on here. I've not gone down yet, but I feel like I'm trying to. We are starting a new video today. We're starting a new video this morning, the beginning of a what we eat in a week video for our family. Those of you that are new, we are a family of 9. We have 7 children, ages 20 down to 4, and we live on our homestead. We raise a lot of our own food, but not all of it. And what I do in these videos, I typically do 1 per month, is I just take the camera along and film our breakfasts, our lunches, and our suppers for the week. And I will tell you up front, I don't have a firm menu planned out in my head, so we're gonna be winging a lot of the meals here, and we'll see how it turns out. We may eat super well, or we may eat quick. I don't know how the week's gonna go, but breakfast is already ready inside, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the camera in, and we will just get this what we eat in a week started off. So here we go. So it is breakfast time, and I've already got children chowing down. Andrew, my 16-year-old, made breakfast for everybody this morning. Yesterday butter got made. Let me show you. There's the big mound of butter, and from butter we get buttermilk. And since we had buttermilk, Andrew said this morning, I want buttermilk pancakes. So he made up buttermilk pancakes this morning. And here, David, pick your pancake back up again there and show. We've got chocolate chips. You see them? Chocolate chips in those pancakes. So obviously putting butter and maple syrup on there, and even chopped up some watermelon that I got on sale for $4.99 at Kroger. So that is breakfast today, and I will bring the camera back at lunchtime and we'll show you guys what we're having then. I did not see Andrew's big massive pancake. That one's extra special, Andrew. Did you do a good job? Mm-hmm. Okay. Tastes good, so they're gonna finish up breakfast and we'll move on with our day. And it is lunchtime. Lunchtime today is homemade hamburger helper. It is a family favorite. It's just cook up some ground beef, boil up some elbow macaroni, and then after you drain the macaroni, you mix it all up together with some butter, some milk, salt, pepper, and some cheddar cheese powder, which has already been put away. I will put it in the description box. What are you doing? She just came inside. You can always tell when Rebecca comes inside. Are you hungry? Okay, Rebecca, when you woke up this morning, what did you tell us you wanted for breakfast? Hamburger helper. And we said, no, you're having pancakes for breakfast. How about hamburger helper for lunch? And you said,
no, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. So
we ate hamburger helper after pancakes.
Yep, pancakes for breakfast. Okay, here's my chicken scratch recipe. This is what well, I need to rewrite it. It was a sticky note. It's lost its sticky. And we keep it on the the cheese powder container. So that's what we do for homemade hamburger helper. But I think we have upped the elbow macaroni another cup at this point to make it stretch for our family. So, all right, we are going to get some bowls filled up. Anna Mae and I are in the process of moving around things in the pantry. So chocolate chips and whatnot are all getting shuffled around, trying to make things neat and tidy. I've got one side neat and tidy, but the rest of it is not. So here we go. You prepare yourself. It's just stuff piled in there. There's no rhyme or reason. Everything is just piled in there. So, but it's a work in progress. I'm starting from the left and I will work my way to the right until I get it all back in order again. So we are taking a pause on pantry organization and we're going to fill up some bellies. And it is supper time, and we are having a great big stock pot of cabbage soup. So this is onions, garlic, bone broth, obviously cabbage. There's some carrots in there, tomatoes, tomato sauce, salt, pepper. I put a bay leaf, or actually there's 3 bay leaves in there. I found 2. The third one is still in here somewhere. I haven't found the third one. So, and at the very end, I put a bunch of fresh parsley in there from my herb garden that's out by the clothesline. So, and I used these herb scissors. I love these things. So I have them in my Amazon storefront. If you guys think you could use them, go ahead and check out the link. You see how they have all those different blades on there, and then you scrape the herbs out of the blades with this little doodad here. It works really well, and that's what I use for my fresh herbs, to slice them all up. So we should have enough for leftovers. I'm still looking for that bay leaf in there, guys. Should have enough for leftovers. I'm not sure if that will be for lunch or supper tomorrow. Tomorrow is a busy runaround day for me, so I need to put some planning in. Like I said, I don't have a good plan for the menu this week. Table is set. Got some laundry here that still needs to be put away, but we're gonna get bowls made up. Baths and stuff have already been done tonight. We are eating late, but we are gonna go ahead and get some hot soup and some bellies, and then I will see you guys back at breakfast in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is a new day, and breakfast is ready for us this morning. My throat is still croaky. It's not sore or anything like that. I just sound like a frog, so it is what it is. Today is a runaround day, so food is not going to be time intensive. It's just quick, and but I'm going to share with you guys what we do on a busy day whenever we're running around a whole bunch. She's standing up on her tiptoes. She's not that there. I'm short, but not that short. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera around. I'll show you guys what is for breakfast this morning. Here we go. So last night, Sarah used her sourdough starter and got some bagels in the process last night. And this morning she made them up. So these are sourdough bagels. They're just plain. There's no seasonings or anything in them. And they came out of the oven, so they're still warm. And we're going to go ahead. Some like to toast them and put cream cheese on them. Some just like to eat them fresh out of the oven like this, so people have options on what they want to do. And that's going to be our quick breakfast this morning.
I like putting cinnamon and sugar.
Cinnamon and sugar on yours? Okay, cinnamon and sugar. And Anna and I also cleaned up some strawberries this morning, and so those are available as well if people want to go ahead and do strawberries. The bagel recipe came out of Lisa Bass's cookbook here, Daily Sourdough, and this is also in the Amazon storefront, so check out the link in the pinned comment. And this is a beautiful cookbook. Tried and true recipes that are just awesome. So we are going to get going on making up our bagels. And it is lunchtime. Andrew heated up lunch for us today, and it is leftovers. Leftover soup, to be exact, from last night. So I don't know if I showed you all. I don't remember showing you all the recipe. I'm not sure exactly where I printed it up from. I will check on all recipes because that's where I get a lot of mine from. And if I can find the link, I will put the link in the description box. You can see I made some changes. I leave out the vegetable oil. I leave out the sugar, and I left the rice out of this as well. And it was still a very thick soup, just with the cabbage in there and no rice. So we have that. We have crackers, just some saltines, and then some almond flour crackers as well. So we are going to eat some soup real quick, and then I will be heading to town to do my running around for the day. So it is supper time. I did big time once a month grocery haul, grocery shopping today, and the plans for supper changed. So Sarah was going to make supper for us this evening while I was in town shopping. However, I found good deals on some rotisserie chickens. I actually paid $1 less. I paid $2.92 a piece for these because I had an extra $1 off coupon at Kroger. So great deals, and I called home and said, hey, plans have changed. So we are having rotisserie chicken, and picked up some potato salad when I stopped at Walmart, and some of the miniature peppers. Also had the snow peas that I found on markdown at Walmart as well, so I picked up 2 bags of those. In addition to that, we have some chips and some pretzels because some don't care for potato salad, so they'll do this instead. And then Anna Mae is making up some carrot sticks for us. Sorry guys, had a little bit of a coughing fit here. We are getting some hot tea going for Mama's throat, but this is what a plate is looking like. We are going to eat. They are currently watching The Princess Bride in the living room, and we're going to shut things down for the evening. So I will see you guys at breakfast in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is a new day, and I've got breakfast ready inside. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what we're having. Today it's another busy day. So we are meeting friends at the park this afternoon with a homeschool group. And there are meat bird chickens being picked up today. There is a Mennonite lady that we deliver our birds to, and she butchers them for $2 a bird, and then we pick them up later on whenever she's finished. So that is on the to-do list today as well. But we are going to go ahead and do breakfast. We're going to do our read-alouds around the table this morning and get our day going. So I'll take you inside and show you what we've got in the skillet. Okay, so breakfast this morning, got the coffee done. I haven't had my first cup of coffee yet. I am having my herbal tea that I do. It's a detox tea that I'm doing first thing in the morning. The breakfast is kind of put a bunch of stuff together that I had in the refrigerator. So I already had some finely diced up onion in there, sauteed that up in butter, along with some red bell pepper that I got on markdown at Kroger last week. And I think I paid 30 cents per pepper for those. So sauteed that up with some leftover mushrooms, and then added in some chicken eggs from our chickens. I still need to be processing eggs. I have lots and lots of eggs to process. So chicken eggs in this morning, salt and pepper. Tomato is in there as well, and then we added in leftover bacon, the turkey bacon that we had left over, along with some green onion tops from the herb garden, and I used those handy dandy herb cutting scissors again, and topped it all with cheese there at the end. So the cheese is still melting. I'm going to be plating some things up here soon. In addition to that, we had some leftover biscuits that I just reheated in the oven while the eggs were cooking up. And we had a little bit of the sourdough bagels left over, so those will be heated up in the toaster and added to plates as well. Oh, I'm going to pull out, I have some fermented sauerkraut in the fridge too. I'm going to pull it out as well. But I will start making up plates, and I will show you what a plate looks like here in just a minute. And here we go. This is what a plate is looking like. So we'll go get everybody in here and get our day going, and I will be back at lunchtime and show you guys what we have before we run off to visit our friends. It is lunchtime, and we got a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if y'all can see. We've got a big dump truck delivering gravel for the driveway right now. So that is going on. Plus, we need to be getting ready to head to Park Day with homeschool friends. I just got done filming a video and the cold frozen stuff got put away. Laundry is getting brought inside because it's getting ready to rain. And on top of that, the electric company has a tree trimming service going around, and they just showed up wanting to drive through our pastures to get to some trees that they can't get to. So everything kind of snowballed all like in the last 10 minutes. So, okay, stuff has been pulled out of the oven and stuff, heated up super quick. We're just gonna throw food in mouths super quick and then get out of here for park day, which now that I think about it, might be canceled if the rain is moving in. So who knows what we're gonna end up doing this afternoon. There's some leftovers. Sorry, got that cough. One more of the chickens left over from last night with more of the snow peas, rice. This was from Molly's chicken leftovers. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to get a drink, guys. We're gonna eat real quick. We're maybe gonna head out if the rain holds off, and I'll give you an update at supper time. No park day. Yeah. We're not meeting friends at the park. Andrew is getting last minute stuff. And it's possible that some friends may come here, but that is still up in the air right now too. That was lightning. Let's see, we've been listening to the thunder because it's been impressive. But let's see. Yeah, nobody wants to play in the park with that. So actually tomorrow afternoon was supposed to be the big super strong storms day. Not today. Today was supposed to be great, and then this just kind of showed up super quick. So we rushed through lunch for nothing. But I'll bring you back for supper. We'll see how the day ends up going. And it is supper time. So some baths and showers have been taken, and the table is set, and animal chores are done. Animal chores are done. And he went and picked up, this is part of our meat birds that were butchered. Let me see, I'll give you guys a little peek in here. I've got the chicken feet. Those will go for broth, but we will process these birds tomorrow, cutting them up, wrapping them in freezer paper, doing all that side of it will be done tomorrow. Supper though, it is ready. So supper tonight is, we have asparagus. Now this was grown here on our property in our asparagus patch, so they're skinny, but they are tasty, and I love the fact that we're eating things from our own property. We're also having corn on the cob. We did not grow this, but my brother did, and we buy a year's worth of corn on the cob from him every summer. So we're having that. This here, we call it pesto chicken. So the pesto here we made and froze last summer from the basil that we grew in the garden, and under all that pesto is just some boneless, skinless chicken breast that I took each of the chicken breasts and halved them just so they would cook a little bit faster in here. So there is that. And then we have, these are sweet potatoes from our garden, harvested them last fall, and they've just been stored in the garage ever since then. Now these aren't your normal orange fleshed yams that people are used to when you say sweet potatoes. These are actually a white flesh. We grow these, and we grow purple, oh goodness, and we grow purple fleshed sweet potatoes as well, but the purple ones are, I think we might have 3 left. They are almost all the way gone, but we're still working on those. And then of course we've got, this is a little bit of butter from Daisy, our cow. This would be for the sweet potatoes, for the corn on the cob, and throw some salt on there. I did lay these out as well for anybody that wants some of the pea pods to go with their supper. These just need to be eaten up because they were already on markdown. So there's that. We're gonna go ahead and we'll make up a plate. And hey guys. We are eating late because we did have friends came over that had come here to go to the park. They ended up coming over and spending some time with our family too. So we're eating a little bit late, but I'll make up a plate real quick and I'll show you what it looks like all put together. And here's what a plate is looking like. I did have to pull out some more of the daisy butter. So they just take their corn on the cob and swirl it around on this big one to get the butter on there, and take some hunks off this one to add to the sweet potato. So that will melt, and we're gonna go ahead and get bellies filled up and get everybody put to bed. I'll see you guys at breakfast in the morning. I almost forgot something, didn't I, Anna? What'd you do today?
I made this.
I made this. This is the dessert. We showed it in a previous video. Which video was it? Was it the fajita video? Do you remember?
Maybe.
Might have been. I'm not sure. But this is basically, it's like a peanut butter granola bar thing underneath. And then she has the yummy chocolate coating on top. And then she puts a little extra. It's a little bit different each time because she makes it extra special each time. And then it went in the freezer. And now it's going to be cut up and enjoyed. Supper is ending. So everybody is dispersing, but they will come back for dessert, right? Mm-hmm. Good morning, guys. It is a new day and breakfast is ready, and I'm going to share that with you. On the to-do list today, we are going to take care of those chickens, process the chickens that were butchered yesterday, and get those in the freezer. Let me think, what else? I don't know if I mentioned, I did get the eggs finally shuffled around. I did preserve 12 dozen by water glassing, and I have a whole video. It's one of the very first videos that I made on water glassing. I'll link that in the description box as well if you want to see how we use, it's basically pickling lime to preserve our eggs, and that's what we use in the winter time. So I did that, and then these over here are a pile of chicken eggs and a pile of duck eggs here in the back on the counter, and those are the ones that we'll just use for frying up and baking and stuff like that present day. I guess that's it really. There'll be some school done, lots of outside stuff done. They're calling for really, really bad weather this afternoon, so depending on what the weather does, we'll kind of, you know, go along with that if we lose power or we don't, whatever happens there. But I'll flip the camera around and show you guys what's for breakfast. Okay, Andrew says he's hungry. Mama, go ahead and film this so I can eat. He'll be the first one in line. So breakfast this morning is 5-grain cereal. Samuel made this up for us. I got it from Azure Standard. I don't have the bag in here. No, I do have the bag in here. He hasn't put it away yet. This is what it looked like here. And come back over here and show you the ingredients. There you go. There's the ingredients in the 5-grain cereal. It's just an alternative to oats. And I won't replace this once we use it all up. I actually have a 5-gallon bucket of this. So we're going to be eating on it for a while. But I won't replace it after that. We will just do oats. And it's very similar to oats, just slightly different. We'll doctor it up with some butter, some cinnamon. Let me move this out of the way. I took daisy butter out of the butter molds this morning, and we'll try to get those refilled. We may make cream today too. That may be on the to-do list. We may make butter from the cream is what I mean to say. Oh, Sarah would say my brain is not braining this morning. I'm a little slow. We'll also add some cinnamon, maple syrup, and cream. There you go. Cream to the 5-grain cereal. So that is breakfast today. Rebecca is still asleep, so I am gonna maybe go wake a baby girl up. I'll go check on her and see. I may wake her up or let her sleep some more. I'm still trying not to get sick. I don't feel sick. I sound sick, but I'm not sick. But I'm thinking there's allergy stuff going on, and Sarah's not feeling great either. So we will persevere and see how this goes. I will be back with you guys at lunchtime. Oh, you guys, it is lunchtime and my kitchen is a wreck. We are right in the middle of processing these chickens. So we currently have 2 Instant Pots with roosters in them, cooking that meat up to soften it, and then we'll pick that meat off the bone, then take the bones and put them in the stock pot over there and make broth out of that. But that's going, I'm about halfway through cutting up the meat birds that we had butchered, and Sarah started this process, but Shawn finished it, frying up the hearts and the gizzards that we got from the birds that were butchered yesterday. So our quick lunch today is just going to be a this with some cheese and pea pods and some leftover veggies from supper last night. So we're going to eat this quick and then get back to work. I've got laundry on the table and stuff still. It's a mess. But if they're still hungry after this, we've got apples and bananas and all kinds of stuff. Peanuts, almonds, pick something, eat, get your belly full, and then we'll get back to it. So we'll eat real quick and then I will see you guys back at supper time. All right, it is supper time and we all are tired because chicken processing day is tiring. So Shawn did his quick, I don't even know, what do we call it? It's just kind of a dump and go chili that he does. He did cook up the ground beef. I did have other plans for supper this evening with the ground beef, but that did not happen. This happened instead. So he cooked this up and we are going to add to it some Fritos and some crackers and cheese, whatever everybody wants there. They can make that up. Oh, also, Anna, she did take some time today and make us another coconut cake. So when she makes a coconut cake, which she did for Mother's Day, to our family gathering for Mother's Day, she uses up half a can of evaporated milk. And so that other half of the can is always left sitting there, and you can't let it go to waste. So several days later, she will make a second coconut cake, and it'll be another happy day with another coconut cake. So that is dessert tonight. As far as chicken, what is left? I have children picking chicken off the bone. That is going on. What is left in the cooler here? We have 3 whole fryer chickens. Let me see if I can get out of the light here. 3 whole fryer chickens to shrink wrap and put in the freezer. And then processing the chicken feet. Yes, we use the chicken feet for our bone broth. So these have not been boiled or anything yet. They will be sterilized by boiling for a few minutes. And then we actually peel them and we take the toenails off. I have a video showing how we do that. It grossed some people out, but this is used as food. So that's what we do, and I will put a link for that video in the description box so you can look at that if you want to. Is it raining outside, Andrew?
Sunshiny
It
and
is
raining.
sunshiny and raining. Yes, it is. Let's see. We did have a rainbow. So there you go. Sunshiny and raining. And can you all see the rainbow up there? It is pretty. We didn't get the bad storms, but we've gotten some good rain. They did have another tornado warning in Poplar Bluff, and so they got it a bit more wild up there. But we are finishing up our day. We're going to eat supper. We're going to finish up that little bit of chicken, and I will see you guys back at breakfast tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. It is a new day, and today for our family is a day when we are resting. So we worked hard yesterday. We were sitting around the table at 10:30 last night, still peeling those chicken feet. So they are done now though, but we are going to take it easy today. And I'm going to flip the camera around because today's breakfast is just more of a fend for yourself. You have options. Which one do you pick kind of thing. And I'm going to show you guys what the options are. One option is pancakes. Frozen pancakes. So these were made up and they've been in the freezer for a while now. But option one, ta-da!
The best option. The
best option, Andrew says. Option two is just plain old cereal. This is cereal that I've gotten on sale months ago, and we just worked through it slowly. So some can choose that. Oh, this is the setup for the pancakes. Just a baggie of frozen ones. Throw them in the toaster and heat them up. Oh, I did want to show you guys. You see, this is our little bucket of chicken eggs. Do you see that little bitty baby egg? Samuel brought that in yesterday. So one of our youngest hens is starting to lay, and that's when they start laying eggs, they're just dramatically smaller than others. So I thought that was kind of neat. The other option is going to be fried eggs and turkey bacon, and some eggs have already been cooked up. The bacon is just staying warm here in the oven. So I cooked that up this morning because I'll be using that bacon for other meals here soon. I do have coffee is going, and bone broth is going there. Let's see. You can see some of the chicken feet in there. I will show you here. You just want to see inside the freezer? A big old bag of chicken feet. And just little by little, we will put that in the subsequent pots of broth that we use. So not too shabby of a breakfast for a quick little thrown together day of rest breakfast there. I don't know who would pick the cereal, but I'm telling you some of the children will. But there you go. I will see you guys back at lunchtime. And it is lunchtime. So again, just keeping stuff easier today as far as food goes. And I've pulled out all the leftovers. So there is some leftover. Have I already talked about this? We had the big Mexican feast for our Mother's Day meal with extended family. And this was the last of the chicken fajita stuff. So my mom sent this home with us here, and we will have that to finish off. A little bit of rotisserie chicken, corn on the cob, roasted asparagus, pesto chicken, and chili. So those are the options, and everybody can pick out if they want Frito chili pie or crackers, or I was thinking the tortillas, chips with the chicken fajitas. And if everybody is still hungry after that, there are bananas that need to be either eaten up or put in the freezer, and we've got apples and oranges and all kinds of other stuff if this happens to get wiped out. I have 2 pots of bone broth going at this point from chicken processing day yesterday, and probably tomorrow or the next day broth will be canned. So that's kind of what's going on behind the scenes here on the stovetop today. But I'm going to call everybody inside. I've got Sarah's out in the summer kitchen, Andrew's working on the Jeep, I've got children watching a DVD. I think David is doing a farming simulator on the tablet. So everybody's kind of scattered out. Shawn's here swarming the food already.
Trying to get to be the first in line.
I'm going to be the first one. He gets to pick what he wants.
Yeah.
We'll get everybody else inside, and I'll see you guys back at supper time. Andrew says it's supper time. We get serenaded while we cook in here. Not too shabby, huh? Okay, supper. Supper's ready. We are having French bread. There's a whole video on French bread, and I will put it in the description box. What are you bringing in?
Bringing in
Bringing in
eggs.
eggs.
Chicken tractor.
Okay. And with the French bread, we are going to have spaghetti. So we've got a great big old stock pot over here with some spaghetti and some ground beef. We have always been just a one-pot spaghetti family. And I know some people do it separate. That just seems super fancy to me, to do noodles and then sauce and all the stuff. My mom made it one pot, and so that's what I do too, one pot. Did your mom make it one pot?
Yeah, just one.
It was one pot spaghetti? Okay. That's what we do. So, as far as the herbs in there, there's some oregano and some basil from our gardens, dried from last year's gardens, and just some meat and some noodles. And the sauce, most of the sauce in there was home canned, that Sarah had canned from last year's tomatoes in the garden. But we did throw a couple cans of store-bought because it was thicker. Yeah, the home canned stuff was thinner. So, and then we've got a grain-free version here as well. So we're gonna go ahead and make up plates real quick. Oh, there is still coconut cake for dessert as well. So more of that for dessert. We're gonna make up plates, and I'll come back and show you what everything looks like. And here we go. This is what it's looking like. Spaghetti with Parmesan cheese and some French bread with some daisy butter on there. So we're gonna eat, and then we'll have dessert, and we might end our restful day with a movie this evening. The plan is for me to see you guys tomorrow morning, so I'll see you then. Hey guys, it is a new day. It is not breakfast time. It is not lunchtime. It is supper time. So I did not film for breakfast or lunch, and that is because we ended up going to a friend's church where they serve breakfast every morning before their service. And so what we had was French toast, they had turkey bacon there, and all the toppings for French toast. The maple syrup, they had sliced strawberries, Cool Whip, all that kind of stuff. Ah, my battery's about to die. Let me switch batteries and I'll tell you about the rest of the day. Okay, I'm back. Fresh battery. So we had breakfast at the church. They had all the juices, coffee, bananas, Pop-Tarts, little muffins. I mean, they had just a wide variety of stuff, but the main meal was the French toast, bacon, oh, and scrambled eggs. They had that also. And then for lunch, we had a birthday party. Not here, elsewhere. And they served pizzas and, carrots and ranch dressing and stuff like that. So that was our breakfast and that was our lunch. I did not film it because I was not comfortable taking the camera to those places. So it is now supper time, and supper is about to come in. We had pre-planned this. I did some work on today's supper yesterday, and here in just a little bit, when the food ends up coming in, I will go ahead and flip the camera around and I'll show you guys what we're having. It's a good supper, so we're excited for it. And supper is here. You excited, Sarah? You want that 7-layer salad. So I did make up the 7-layer salad yesterday. So it has been sitting in the fridge just with all the flavors melding together. So the 7 layers, it's romaine hearts all chopped up, then frozen peas, then some diced up celery, and some diced up green onions, which we got from our garden. Then a layer of mayonnaise. I make homemade mayonnaise. And then shredded cheese and the bacon. I used some of that leftover turkey bacon from a couple days ago. These are the T-bone steaks that I got on sale at $10 this week. So these never even went in the freezer. They stayed in the fridge for a couple days, and Shawn grilled them up for us this evening. And then red potatoes were on sale as well, and so we diced up some of those and roasted them just with olive oil, salt, and pepper. So we'll get a plate made up, and I'll bring you guys back and show you a pretty plate. And we got a plate made up here to show you guys, and I think it looks delicious. This is usually a meal that I would pick for my birthday meal. Is it hot? It's hot. So maybe you all will get this again sometime next month when I pick it out for my birthday. So, all right, we are gonna sit down and we are gonna get ready to eat. Anna is finishing up getting the table all set, and we're gonna eat. So I will see you guys at breakfast in the morning. It is a new day, guys, and my dogs are not happy. So the dogs are not happy because we have some tree trimming people from the electric company out here in the pasture working on cleaning up under the power lines. And I'm going to show you something that I think is pretty cool. So I'll flip the camera around here in a minute and show you that. Samuel is working on breakfast in there right now. I'm trying to think. I thought I heard them coming back up this way, and I didn't want to be standing here with the camera when they pulled back up this way. I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm not even fixing my hair today. I have another one of those medical lymph drainage massages this afternoon, and I know I'm going to have to wash my hair after it because she oils me up so good. And so I'm not even doing my hair. I don't know if I'll be here for the lunchtime filming or not. We'll see how it goes. But here, I'm going to show you something cool real quick, and then I'll take the camera inside and see what Samuel has finished up for breakfast. Okay, so since all the tree trimming's going on, sorry guys, it's a muddy mess there, we're getting wood chips delivered, and for free. And can you see, zoom in, can you see it smoking there on the top? It's hot. If you go up to it and feel it, it's hot in there. So thankfully it rained again last night, so everything is soaking wet here. I mean, it's just muddy mess. I'm not too worried about things catching on fire since everything is so sopping wet out here. We're thankful for the rain. We really are. It's just made it very hard to garden this year. Sarah just replanted green beans yesterday because her first planting of green beans rotted in the ground. So there's that. But yep, I thought that was cool and wanted to share it with you guys. Let's go in the house now. And yes, this is how Samuel cooks breakfast. I caught you reading and stirring at the same time.
It's possible.
It is possible, apparently so. What are you reading?
Paradise Lost by John Milton.
There you go. Just some light reading while cooking breakfast.
Yeah.
That's sound for you guys. So breakfast is ready, and this morning we are having soaked oats with blackberries. The blackberries are actually from our property. This is from last year's harvest. We haven't gotten any yet from this year's harvest, and we just keep them in freezer bags. So that is breakfast this morning. Started it last night. I got the all the stuff put together, and then this morning all that was added was some additional water and the blackberries, and then it was cooked up. So there's that, and they will add some butter to it. This is from Daisy the cow, cinnamon, maple syrup, and this is cream from Daisy as well. Same stuff I use in my coffee. So they'll come in and they'll doctor it up however it is they like it, and then go ahead and eat. It is lunchtime, and there is a heated debate right now. Okay, so we just watched a little video that the Holderness family, super funny, they had a little skit thing about fears from the 1980s. And we watched it, and we laughed, and it was super funny. And now children are discussing what are their fears, this generation's fears. And the one they've landed on,
fidget spinners was the biggest one. You were going to choke and die from the fidget spinners. You could not at all play with those things because the little thing in the very center would come out.
but how does it leap into your mouth?
I don't know, but
It does.
it would. It would.
Many people died.
Many people died. Okay, well, Rebecca's already hungry. She's already been eating some bread, haven't you?
Can I have some more bread?
Can I have some more bread? Yes. Okay, here's what we're doing for lunch today. Leftovers.
Can I have the last one?
Yes.
You can have that. We'll put some butter on it. You want butter?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just a minute. Let me finish filming here. Okay, lunch is leftover spaghetti and French bread. Is that what you're getting? Yes. Yes. Or there is some steak that's been reheated and 7-layer salad. And I still have the last jug of orange pineapple juice that I got on markdown at Kroger this week too. So this is what everybody's gonna pick from. I usually don't eat lunch whenever I have a lymph massage because I don't like going with a full belly. So I may just wait and snack on something whenever I get back home. In the meantime, I do have a second batch of broth going here in the pot. And I made yogurt today. Well, I'm making yogurt today. This still needs to go in the jars. And then sour cream. I will wrap it all up in this blanket here too. So that's what's going on in the kitchen today.
I didn't know you had a kitchen blanket.
A kitchen blanket? That's our kitchen blanket. I keep it in the laundry room though. I don't keep it in the kitchen. We're gonna eat and then move on with our day. And I'll see you guys back at supper time. Okay, Sarah, hey, while you're in here, I want to show them. So recently, Aldi had these dresses for, was it $14.99, I think? And you know Sarah loves olive green. Okay, so there's this, but spin around. I want to show the back. It was just a little too low in the back that for her comfort. So she found some scrap fabric. It's like from an old slip, and made it a little more comfortable for you.
And it's pretty.
And it's pretty.
feminine.
And you got sunburned today?
I haven't sunburned.
And so she decided to come in, take her shower, and put on her comfy dress. Okay, so we also had Chris and Vicky going in their live stream on the laptop in the living room. Here, let me show you this. Since David jumped in here with his pillows, they are going to be sleeping here in the living room tonight on the fold-out couch because weather is supposed to get nasty again tonight. So baths and showers are getting taken. We were listening to Chris and Vicky on the computer there, but they turned it down when they realized I was filming. Okay, supper. Sarah's the guacamole good? Yes. She says yes. I have a whole video on fajitas. That's what we're having again for supper tonight. So I'll put a link to the fajita video down there. I had a really good deal on avocados and it just kind of became fajitas again. This is the white cheese dip that we will drizzle over the fajitas. Sarah made up homemade soft shell tortillas today, and then the guacamole from the avocados that were on sale. So in other news, we do have a incubator up going, heating, but it's empty. There are no eggs in here. We have it up and going because we currently have a mama duck out in the second garden with 5 little ducklings. And we are just preparing because if she leaves the nest, we're going to grab the eggs that she abandons, look at them to see if there's any life inside. If there is, we're going to throw those eggs in here to try to finish hatching. Typically, the mama ducks know when all of the viable eggs are done hatching. So I don't think we're going to have to use this, but we have it out and going just in case. Okay, I think that's it. We got our chips and everything. We're going to go ahead and make up plates. If you want to see what a plate looks like, go check out the fajita video that I'll link in the description box. And it'll show you how we made it and what it looks like when it's all put together real pretty on a plate. Otherwise, the plan also is for us to sit in the living room after we've eaten real quick. And I think we're going to watch a documentary on the Mount St. Helens eruption because it was the anniversary recently of that. So that's our plan. We're going to eat and then we'll relocate to the living room. Children will probably sprawl out on that fold-out couch and we'll watch the documentary and then shut down for the night. So I will see you guys at breakfast in the morning. It is a new day, guys. So, technically, we would have finished the What We Eat in a Week video, but I know I missed out the day we went to church and had the breakfast and supper there. I didn't get to show you guys, so I feel like I owe you guys 2 more videos, 2 more meals at least. And so that's what I want to do today. I'm going to share our breakfast. I'm going to share our lunch. I don't have plans for supper yet. I have not put that much forethought into it, so I don't know what we're having yet. But I will flip the camera around and show you guys what we are having for breakfast today. Andrew comes in after animal chores in the mornings and likes to sit and play a little bit. Things you make up yourself?
I usually do.
You usually do, and I like them. I find them to be very soothing in the background as we're just finalizing morning stuff, to have that going in the background. So, and I have other noisemakers back in bedrooms playing. Okay, first load of laundry is ready to go out on the clothesline. It did not storm badly last night, so they just had a slumber party inside. And here is what Sam's working on. He's working on some hash browns this morning. And he's going to cook up some duck eggs in this one and chicken eggs in that one. So he's got multiple things going right now. But he's our breakfast guy. So he's getting that done. Coffee is ready to go there. I'm working on my first cup. And Shawn hasn't had any yet. But incubator, we did not have to use it for the mama duck. She managed to hatch out everything that was viable. And so the other egg, she's off the nest now. But since we already have it up and going, I do think we're going to go ahead today and put some chicken eggs in there, because I have some nice, clean, fresh chicken eggs that have just come in recently. And we'll get those going. So in about 21 days, hopefully we have some little chicks here to replace our older birds here on the property. So I'll come back here in a little bit when Samuel has stuff wrapped up and show you what a plate is looking like this morning. Okay. Plates are being made up, and this is what they're looking like. So I pulled the ketchup out because some like ketchup on their hash browns, but we are going to go ahead and eat. And oh, I need my breakfast helper to get the table set. Who is that? That would be Abigail. Are you hungry, baby? Yay! You like your new pretty dress? Yes, super pretty. Fixing her hair this morning, I was saying, do we want yellow ponytail holders to match the lemon? She wanted red at first to match the strawberries and cherries. And then decided at the end she wanted white to match the flowers because her white one had a bow on it, and she thought that was best. So instead of 2 braids, we did 1 braid so we could use the one with the bow, right? Are you happy about that? Uh-huh. All right, let's get you some food. Lunchtime. Surprise, surprise. It's leftovers. Samuel was reading outside. He's coming in. There's still schoolwork going on. So Shawn is not here today, so we're hitting school a little bit harder. We tend to do more school when he's not here because he's distracting. And that is not uncommon. Any homeschool family that I talk to, they get less done when the other parent is home, just because it throws off the rhythm and routine. Okay, leftovers. So the options are what's left of the spaghetti with the French bread, and we're at the point this needs to be eaten up or frozen, because homemade bread does not last as long as the stuff you get from the store. So there's that, and then the fajitas from last night, and same thing, got the cheese dip out. I will tell you, I don't plan on filming tomorrow, but if these are left over, we're going to do breakfast burrito kind of things, just wraps with cheese and scrambled eggs and stuff like that in there. Then we've got the grain-free tortillas here, along with some grain-free chips and regular chips. and then what's left of the guacamole. So we're gonna eat this up, and we'll see. I do have a plan for supper now. Yay. But we'll see how supper time goes. It's rumbling thunder outside, and we had tossed around plans of going to a graduation ceremony in Arkansas this evening, but I don't think we're going to be able to go between farm tasks and weather uncertainty. I think we are going to go ahead and stay home and do stuff like make butter, and I think I'm going to bake bread and get the incubator going. We've just got plenty to keep us busy this afternoon, and I do think we'll probably stay home and fix a decent supper for this evening, but we will see. And it is supper time. So as soon as I start talking, he thinks he's going to stop playing guitar. I always wait to see if he's going to stop. Okay, he's still playing, but he quieted it down. Okay, supper tonight is tuna patties, and this is just a recipe. The base recipe is from All Recipes, and I will put it in the description box below. These are a favorite of ours. They have homemade mayonnaise in there with the tuna, along with celery, walnut pieces, fresh parsley, dill, salt, eggs. I used almond flour as a binder, but I've used ground up oats in the past. It's just very tasty, very good. We're also having some peas. I did bake bread today, so that got done. And then we're having sweet potatoes. These are our sweet potatoes that we grew, harvested in the fall, and they've been just stored in our garage. They keep super well in the garage. There's purple fleshed, white fleshed, and underneath there's one orange one. We had very few orange ones actually to harvest, but lots of the purple and the white fleshed. Did get chicken eggs going in the incubator today, so in about 3 weeks, hopefully, we have chicks there. And then over here, Sarah has sourdough cinnamon rolls going for tomorrow morning. We will have some here for breakfast, and then some will get taken to some friends at a homeschool class. And then for the peas and for the sweet potatoes, we've got butter and salt set up over here. This is all Daisy butter. Let me see, can you tell the difference? Okay, this stick butter was made probably weeks ago, because we keep it in the freezer for a while and then pull it out. And this butter on the plate was just done today. And can you see how much more yellow the current butter is? Yes, I see you back there. I see you peeking. The grass is growing faster. They're just, Daisy's getting more grass, so the butter is just a richer, yellower, more beautiful. So that's what we're gonna do. Anna's already got the table set in there, and so we're gonna go ahead and make up plates and get everybody fed. You hungry? Yes. Oh, I did meat birds. The last of the meat birds did get taken to the lady that butchers them this evening as well. So tomorrow they will be ready for us to put in the freezer. Yeah. So, all right, guys, we're gonna make up plates. All right, guys, that is the end of the video. I've got them. They're making up plates back there, and we are gonna sit down to eat. So thanks for hanging out with us this week. Got a little bit of bonus here because of those church meals that we had, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do the thumbs up, because that helps with the whole YouTube algorithm thing. Double check that you are indeed subscribed. So many of you report that you check and you are unsubscribed, and we're not doing that. That is YouTube, and I don't know why. So double check. And then if you could share Ozark Family Homestead with others, it helps our family's channel grow, and it's awesome, and I appreciate it. So I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye. And here is what a plate is looking like with that one orange yam that was there in the pot. And I forgot to tell y'all too that we're having dessert. Anna has made another. This is that kind of like a peanut butter granola bar on the bottom. And then, is it, Anna, it's melted chocolate chips and stuff, isn't it?
Melted chocolate and peanut butter.
melted chocolate chips and peanut butter on top, and she throws a few chocolate chips on there as well. So that is dessert tonight. All right, guys, we are gonna eat.
Thanks for watching Ozark Family Homestead. Bye!